Hey, I'm Reeco, and I'm so excited to be talking to you guys about ways that you can fundraise for your DTS. I know it can be scary, but this is going to be exciting. Yeah, so one way that you guys can get on raising support is meeting face to face with your supporters. Now I know this can be daunting, it can be scary, but it's actually one of the most effective ways of raising support. You could have one-on-one meetings with your supporters over coffee where you get to show your heart, your vision, and they really get to hear you and feel what you want to do and really be a part of what you're doing. You could also have like a big corporate meeting where it's a lunch in, where you have spaghetti and have people over, you share your heart, or it could be a bake sale where you're selling cakes and cookies. And it's not that they're buying like the cakes, the cookies, or spaghetti, but they're actually buying in to what you're going to do. So one cupcake could be sold for $4,000, but it's because they love you and they want to pour into you. So don't underestimate the power of meeting with people face to face. So another way that you can reach out to people is via newsletters. Like write it down, write your thoughts down and share your heart and your vision and send it to your church, send it to your friends, to family, and even neighboring churches so people know what you're doing, what you're up to. And don't forget, after people have supported you and they've given you a lot of money and like prayers and that kind of stuff, write newsletters again to invite them into the process because you're partnering with them and they're partnering with you to do this great mission and to impact the world in such a great way. Another way that you can raise support is by being creative. Get creative, use your gifts and talents, store them in a great way. I'm a musician, and when I was trying to raise support for DTS, my brother and I, we had a concert and we invited people in to come and listen to our music because we wrote some original songs, come listen to our music, and they donated at the door and we raised a substantial amount. And don't let it just limit you there. Like if you're an artist, you can make notebooks and put them on sale. Or like I know one of my friends, she used a number board, so it's like numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to 100, and like every person gives like a money value and you mark it off and you can make it into a social media campaign where one person gets surprised at the end if you raise a certain amount of money so that they get like an Amazon gift card or something for participating, and it's fun and it's exciting and people want to come along and rally with you. So those are some of the creative ways that you can raise support. And there's so many more, but that's just to get your brain going. So all of these are great ways to raise support for your DTS. And I don't want you to underestimate the greatest way though, and that's through prayer. Like prayer is so powerful, there's so much power in it, and don't ever forget to invite God into the process with you and along on the journey, because like that increases your faith, and faith can move mountains and just open so many doors for you. So invite God in to the process. And I just remember for me in my DTS, when I was on my way coming to do it with my brother and another friend, it was so scary and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to raise this money. And we all came from a small church of about 50 to 100 people on, give or take. And it's like we were raising from the same friends, the same family, the same support, and we didn't know how we were going to do it. We held a concert to raise money. It didn't raise all the money, but we got tickets to come, and we decided to come anyway and to trust God to provide. And when we got here, we still owed a substantial amount of money, like more than half of the lecture fees. And we had 3 weeks to raise that. And in the third week, on the Monday, the lecturers, the school leaders came to us and they were like, you guys need to get this money by Friday. I didn't know how I was going to get it. Like I just prayed, I fasted. I was like, God, you need to show up in an incredible way. And by the Friday, like we reached out to friends and family. We were making phone calls. We were talking to people back home, and God provided all that money for us that Friday. And I was just overjoyed because I felt like, oh man, I have to go back to Barbados. I'm going home. But I was overjoyed. I got all the money. And then the scariest thing happened to me, and I found out you had to raise money for outreach. I didn't know at all. I was like, oh man, how am I going to do this now? And we just prayed. We prayed hard. And it was like another last minute thing that God just showed up. And like, it was incredible. I can't even explain it, but don't allow finances to stop you from going after what you want to do or what God says you're supposed to do, because with faith like you can do anything. And sometimes it might be accidental faith like me, but other times God is like intentionally instructing you to go do this thing. I will provide, watch me do it. He did it for me, and I believe he can do it for you.